So before we start, because, I mean, this man needs no introduction. It's Liam McCracken. He's back at Kingdom Combat. One of the greatest comebacks in the history of UK MMA, potentially global MMA entirely. But before we start, a quick would you rather.
Yeah, okay.
So, hard spars or hill sprints?
Hard spars.
Yeah. Any reason why?
Fuck sprinting. Yeah, I'm not made for sprinting. Have you seen the arse on me? I'm not made for sprints.
Hard boxing rounds or hard grappling rounds?
Hard boxing rounds. I mean, I don't like sparring hard too much, to be honest. It's one thing I've adjusted as well now. I do a lot less sparring, but it's more enjoyable.
Right.
Every now and then.
This is the riskier one. Careful how you answer this one. UFC with the boys or Netflix with the family?
I've got Netflix with the family, keep myself out of trouble.
I like that. I like that. PR, like I said, PR trained, yeah. Would you rather forget how to strike or forget how to grapple?
Forget how to grapple. Sort of did it first when I was coming back.
Right,
so,
okay, yeah. Money or legacy?
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah, money. Got a family now. That's what I'm coming back for. Coming to get paid.
Can't pay with a legacy, can you? You can with currency.
Definitely not.
So let's get into this one, and let's really dial it back. Let's talk about the amateur career. You fought some tough guys. You fought the likes of Curtis Campbell. We see where he is now.
Yeah.
You fought Corey Fry, Zach Fry. Were you serious about MMA, like from the second you made your amateur debut? Do you think?
Yeah, from a very, very young age. I started training when I was 10, and pretty much straight away I knew I wanted to make a career and a life out of it. I was doing well in school at the time, and I was like always quite high up in classes and things like that. But once I started training, I sort of just didn't care about none of that no more and just went solely focused on making a career out of this.
Yeah, so I don't want to call you old because you'll probably kill me, but when you were 10,
like I'm getting old
when you were 10, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So who were your idols growing up, like professional fighters that you used to watch?
I remember I used to watch John Jones on a USB. I used to get my dad to download the fights onto a USB for me, and I'd go and watch them with one of my mates. So I used to like watching John Jones. I've never like overly idolised or like fanboyed anyone. I've just been a fan of different people.
Well, I can tell because you don't do the knee stomps or poke people in the eyes.
Yeah,
like
no, it's
pretty
not
clean.
my style,
yeah.
no. All right, women.
Oh, no. Was there anybody else that you watched other than Jones that sort of like took a liking to and was like, oh, like I want to try those things? You know?
I'd say obviously McCracken. I think everyone at the time when he was coming up, I used to stay up for all of his fights. Always tried to learn things off him and his striking. Like I said, I try and take little things off different people. At the minute, I like to watch Taporia. He's my favourite person to try and watch and learn off and take things from.
Yeah, and now, if we fast forward a little further, you're 5-1.
Yeah.
With a 100% finish rate.
Yeah.
Which is the higher finish rate than Taporia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you feel that your amateur career set you up for your career that you've had as a pro right now? Do you feel that the amateur career was important to you?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like I'm battle tested. I've got so much fight experience now. A lot of me amateur fights went the distance as well, but I think that's like a good testament of good matching from my coaches. I think if you're smoking everyone at amateur, like you shouldn't be that level where you're that much better than everyone. You should still be learning. So if you're not getting fights that are like going the distance and you're finishing everyone in the first round, probably means you're not getting put in there with the right type of competition. Yeah,
that's it. We spoke about this earlier as well, and I feel like if you're not going into a fight where it's like, I could really lose this, and your coaches are probably setting you up for a pretty easy amateur career.
Yeah.
But your career by no means was a layup, and even the pro guys that you fought, they've all had a lot more cage time than you have. This one's going to be at lightweight.
Yeah.
How do you feel right now at lightweight?
Good. That's one thing that's been hard coming back is trying to decide like where I belong. It's something I'm still trying to figure out. I've only done 66 once as a pro, and it's hard. I walk around heavy. I'm heavier on the scales than what I look.
Sourdough, you know.
Yeah, no, it is. To be fair, I need to lay off it. But yeah, I'm gonna do 70, do 60, 80 where I feel, and then maybe decide. I know I'm small for 70 kg, but I don't like go with 70 kg fighters and feel undersized. I look undersized, definitely. You put me next to them and go, how are they fighting? But when they get older, they'll know that like I'm not easy to throw about, and I do think there's benefits to being smaller in a fight as well.
Yeah.
Not all just about how big you are.
No, of course. You used a word at the start of your answer there, and it was the word belong. And I want to talk about your current training at Aspire right now, because there was a lengthy layoff.
Yeah.
Now you're back. Do you feel like much has changed at the gym now that you've came back? Do you feel like there's new faces or faces that have evolved? And how does it feel? Does it feel better?
Yeah, loads has changed, but I feel like now we're at the best point I've been in since I've been here, since I was a kid. But I feel now we're at just a really good point in the team. Some people have come, some people have gone. But I feel like what we've got now is just, it's perfect. I feel like we're about to really break through, and it only takes one person, one or two people, and then once you get that one person who break through, people start coming to you then. And I feel like we're on the verge of that. We've been unfortunate. Obviously, we had Dean's obviously fighting at a high level. He has been for years. And like the next coming was sort of me and Marlon, and we were obviously unfortunate with both of us had injuries. I had what happened to me. He had some things that set him back, so it did sort of slow things down a little bit. But we're in a great position now. Like you've just seen the training and then how hard we're training, pushing each other on. It's not about like quantity and just having a load of people on the mat. It's quality, and that's what we've got at the minute.
Yeah, but I mean, even if we talk about the setbacks that you and Marlon have had, my introduction to this gym as a whole was through you and Marlon. And I spoke to Jord back in February, and he mentioned you and Marlon as key pivotal figures. Of course, he mentioned Dean.
Yeah.
But you two were quite important, and like I said, you two were my introduction to MMA in Liverpool. How does it feel to be like one of those fighters that are quite influential to the scene in Liverpool around here in UK MMA? Because you've built quite a name for yourself.
Yeah,
quite important.
Definitely. Like me and Marlon, obviously we're still only young, but we've been around for years.
Young veterans.
Yeah, we are like young veterans. Anyone who's like followed fighting from the amateur level, people have at least heard of us. We've done well as amateurs, and now we've got the potential to go and do big things at pro. Neither of us have done it yet, but we are definitely about to.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been around. It feels like a long time coming.
But how does it feel seeing the likes of Tom Harvey, Jordan, even Ethan Kane?
Yeah,
as well?
there's a few younger ones now. Like obviously the names you mentioned there, they're the ones that are standing out. Then you got the likes of Tyler, people like that. Obviously, I don't want to start mentioning people in case
We'll
you
be
get anyone, but
yeah.
But especially the ones you mentioned there, like there's a few people that you look at and go, these are gonna have like serious careers.
Yeah, even if we look at the likes of Shea and Reagan as well.
Yeah, there's loads.
These two seem to be almost like I don't want to say an evolution because that'd be insulting, but they seem to be like the new generation of what you were before. So how does it feel seeing people start at because a lot of people before would tend to start training at like 16, 17, they get into it, and now it seems like that could be even too late.
Yeah.
Whereas you look at likes of Shea and Reagan, they've been here for a long time. What's the training like with those two?
Yeah, quality. Like it's good having them younger bodies around as well. It's like a reminder of what I used to be like, do you know what I mean? What we used to be like. So it's good having them young, hungry people on the mat to push it on, and yeah.
Let's have a quick true or false.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's break it up a little bit. So, true or false, you have a more recent win than Colby Covington, Israel Adesanya, Jan Blachowicz, and Stephen Thompson.
It's true.
True.
That's true,
Yeah. Even your last win was more recent than those guys. Yeah. So you haven't been out too long. You haven't been out too long at all, you know. It's a big comeback. True or false, your last opponent had 11 times more pro fights than you.
True.
He
was a veteran.
He had 57.
Yeah.
57 pro fights.
It was a bit of a mad fight that because I just fought a really two tough fights back to back, and I wanted to stay busy, and he was just one of the names that got put forward, and it felt like a little bit of a lose-lose, but at the same time there was things I could, like my goal was to put him out of there in the first round because he'd fought some like really good people, strikers from Glory who like fought Pereira, people like that, and they couldn't put him away. They went the distance with them, so forth. I'm going to come in. The only way I can get a win out of this fight is by putting him away, and I did that in the first round. So
it's one of those. I feel like you can only beat what's in front of you.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And he's seen a lot of people, like, so he's not afraid of combat. You know, some people get a little bit nervous, some people get a bit immersed in the nerves, but he was a game opponent.
Yeah, and you get some people with records that aren't the best that are just there to get beat. He wasn't. He was there to win. He beat people with good records and things like that, so it still had to be switched on.
Yeah, over 11 times more experience.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Your next opponent, Bryan, has never been finished.
False. He's been finished.
Oh, you've been watching him, yeah? You've been watching him?
I've not been watching him. I've just read his Tapology. Yeah, there's not much on him at all, to be fair.
So he has been finished. Same again soon, do you think?
Yeah, he's definitely getting finished, yeah. Poor John.
Oh, poor John. Sorry, John. You and Marlon Jones have the same finish rate.
Are we talking amateur and pro? Or
Talking just pro.
Just pro. True, both 100%.
False. Marlon's gone the distance once.
Did he?
Yeah.
But
recently,
if you went to put amateur in, he finished well more people than amateur than me.
He was choking some people out, seriously.
Marlon's probably a finisher. Dangerous man.
Now this one, a little bit of a trick question.
There you go.
Liam McCracken will blow the roof off the gaff in his return at Kingdom.
True.
Yeah, that's him.
Let's be honest. I hope so.
Let's go back. Let's again, we're going to rewind a little bit. I don't want to do it too much, but I feel like it's necessary because we're telling the story.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the injury.
Yeah.
But at the same time, let's also fast forward to when you regain consciousness.
Okay.
Do you remember some of your like early thoughts, first thoughts?
Do you mean at the time of the accident?
Yeah. So let's assume you're in hospital.
Yeah.
You've just come around. Family have come in, so to speak, and here you are. You've been able to gather your thoughts. What were the first few things going on in your head? If you
Honestly,
remember?
it's such a hard thing to speak about because my memory's so hazy, and I feel like at the time I remembered more. But obviously, I'm like 2 years removed from it now. My memories of things are a little bit
muddled.
Just off with it. Yeah, like the first like clear memory that I've got was getting me lip and that stitched up in the night. I don't know whether it was that night it happened or the day later. But that's like the first memory I've got where I'm like, I know it's a real memory and it's true. Like I put that video on my Instagram, saying like thank you to everyone. I do not remember that at all. I was off my barnet on some strong painkillers there. I look at it now and go, I don't even remember doing that in the slightest.
No.
I'd just come out of surgery on my head, and obviously I was on some good drugs, like so. I put that video on and look at it and laugh now, but like I've got no memory of that, and even like just throughout the whole thing in hospital, like I've not got much memory at all.
Do you think that's maybe you just choosing to block it out and move on, or is it just
definitely
just
partly that as well, because there's certain things like when I speak to people and certain people say stuff or I get told something that I'd said back then, it like gives me like a little shock. I'm like, so I feel like I have chose to forget quite a bit of it as well, but at the same time getting knocked out doesn't help.
No, probably not.
No,
probably not
not.
at all. But I mean, that's why I asked, because was there ever the thought where it's like, right, well, fighting's done, now I just want to be alive? Was that ever like a certain moment, even when you were recovering, perhaps, or?
No, I feel like when it happened, I was like in the middle of fight camp. I was like still that person.
Yeah.
So everything in my life was built around fighting still.
It was around APFC, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was in camp. I was still like Liam McCracken, the fighter. Like that was my whole identity. It was more so, I'd say, when I'd spent like, obviously I'd been off for 2 years, the further I got into recovery, the further I got away from that person who was training, and
right.
Do you know what I mean? That's when I probably started maybe doubting a little bit more, whereas at the time I was just delusional in hospital. I was thinking, even when the doctors were saying stuff, I was thinking, oh, they're chatting shit, I'll be back. I was thinking, give me a year, I'll be sound. And obviously it took longer than I would have hoped, but yeah.
So how long did it take for you to visit the gym? So I'm not talking about training, I'm not talking about like maybe just hitting the bag lightly. How long did it take for you just to come into the gym and see everybody training?
I remember the first day, because I've got a video of it. I was sat on my wheelchair with the baby on my knee. That was pretty. I was in hospital just under a month, and I think as soon as I got home, I would have had a few days at home and then needed to get out. Even though it was like a month, it felt like forever.
Yeah, of course.
Even though that whole process, I rushed it. Like, I remember being in hospital to get sent home, there was certain stuff I had to do, like a checklist of things I needed to be able to do to go home, and because I felt like I'd been in there for so long, I rushed through it. I like pushed myself now, and like if I get this done, I'm going to be able to go home. I wanted to go and see the baby, and I rushed through it. And when I got home, and I remember the first day I got home, I was a mess. I was thinking, what have I done? Like, I've sped everything up too much just to get home, and now home I'm fucked. I obviously had all the care of all my family, but yeah, I remember coming down the stairs the first day. I got halfway down the stairs and just stopped. Couldn't get myself any further. I was stuck on the stairs, started crying like a little baby.
No, I get that.
And my dad was helping me down the stairs, like they're like the hard times that like other people don't see. But yeah, as soon as I would have had a few days after that, and then as soon as I could, I got straight back in the gym just to come and watch.
Yeah, that seems it's those that are like the darker days. But if we talk about the better days, how did it feel being able to hold the little one again?
Yeah, that was me I remember that being my first goal in hospital. That was the thing that was like, that was my motivation. Because I remember the first time she come in and was looking at me and was like, what is going on? You know what I mean? So that was like a hard thing. And I've got a picture in my house the first time I stood up holding, I still had my neck brace on at the time. I shouldn't have done it. Again, I was just trying to rush through everything, but got the picture in ours there of like holding her for the first time, carrying her. But like I said, still all in my braces and that. Yeah. So
that seems like quite a valuable moment. Was there anything else that was a valuable lesson to you that you know you couldn't get back if anything was different? So let's say that none of this happened.
Yeah.
Like, what lessons have you taken from this that you wouldn't have been able to get if something like that didn't happen? I'm not talking about like the incident itself. I'm talking like are there things you're more grateful for? Are there things that you've learned to appreciate more, or maybe even regret? I don't know.
Everything, literally. Like, I feel like I've come out of it a much better person. Like, we sound fucking, I'm not old, but like a lot wiser.
Right.
I've learned, like, I feel like there's only something like that much adversity that can teach you these type of things. Like, most people never go through something like that. So, like, I feel like I'm lucky in a way that I've went through it, because, like you've said, it's taught me so much. But one of them being, like, my whole life used to be fighting. Like, having that time away, I've got to see how much good I've got outside of it, like with my family and things like that. And I said this the other day, but I don't need to fight now. Like, I'm only fighting because, like, I could have not fought again and still been happy and still had so much good in my life. But I'm coming back to fight because I want to fight. And because I want to fight and I want it, like, I'm doing this because I love it. I want to let myself enjoy it and take the pressure off. Because, like I said, I don't need it. Like, I used to feel like it was my whole identity, but it's not now. So now I can separate the two. I want to give myself, like, the best chance of doing this well, take the pressure off, and really
this is what
enjoy the process. Do you know what I mean? This
is what I feel makes a fighter like yourself more dangerous as well, because you say that you don't need to fight, but ironically, it seems that the sport itself has actually given you a goal to get back and to do the things. So now it's like the fact that you're fighting because you love it makes you even more dangerous, because some people who didn't have a vision like yourself could easily just rest on their laurels and be like, this has happened to me, so I can't do this.
Yeah, no, this sport saved me. Like, if I wasn't as fit as I was when that happened to me, it's what the doctors told me, like, I would not have lived.
No.
Like, my fitness and, like, my condition that I was in at the time, even lucky I was probably in camp and not out of camp, like, big fat bastard, I might have sniffed it then. But, like, how fit I was saved my life, how conditioned my body was saved my body, like, do you know what I mean? All these little things, whereas if it weren't and it happened to a normal person, you probably would have died, do you know what I mean? But my physical condition is the thing that saved me, and then, like you said, like, a big motivator to get back. I needed my body to get back working, because that's how I pay the bills.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Let's fast forward to now.
Yeah.
Let's move on, let's leave it. How's the first camp back?
Oh, good. Yeah, that's another thing, like you said about a lesson before. I've realised how lucky I am to live this life. Like, it's so hard. I forgot how hard it is.
Right.
Diet and training. It's hard. Any fighter, only fighters know. And, like, I feel like some people cheat it. When you don't cheat it and you do it properly, and, like, I put everything I've got into it, it's fucking hard. But you're so lucky to be able to do that. I worked a job for a year and I hated it. Like, that's no way to live. You're just living to pay bills.
Are we talking just like a normal 9 to 5? Like,
so it weren't even a bad job. I was teaching the college course here, and I had a laugh. I was with, like, the lads from the gym. I was still in the gym all the time, but it was very, like, classroom heavy and on a laptop, and that's not for me. I was literally doing it just to pay bills. Like, I've got kids, got a car, a house, it's a girlfriend, it's all expensive stuff, do you know what I mean?
Yes, it is.
Like, I don't treat myself to nothing, but just, like, life now is expensive, so I just needed something else that wasn't fighting to see me over. But yeah, like, now I just realise how lucky I am to get to train and just do what I want to do every day, even though it is hard. I try my best not to moan about it. Like, some days I go home and I sit and moan to my bed and think, but no, I'm lucky to be doing this. It's a blessing. Yeah, no, it absolutely does feel like a privilege at times. But if we talk about things that are a little more difficult, you've come back, and we were saying before, some of these teammates have gotten better. Yeah. Do you have any, like, main training partners that you usually stick with, like, people your way? Is there anybody notable that you go with specifically, or are you always switching? Try and switch it up, but I've got, like, a few good bodies there that are pushing me hard. So the likes of, obviously, you've seen Joe Ryan's come over now. Like, that's great for me. He's a little bit bigger than me, but similar size, and he's literally one of the best strikers in the world. I'm going to learn so much already. I've learned off training with Joe, and then obviously I'm going to help him bring his grappling on. So that's massive for me. Ethan Kane, one of the young lads, he's one of my best training partners. Like, he's another one that reminds me of what I was like when I was younger. He's just hungry for it. Then obviously Jordan, these are, like, the bigger guys that are, like, pushing me every day. Jordan's a proper grafter, so these are the type of people I'm looking at going, I need to be working like these again, do you know what I mean? And are these people that you trained with before, like prior to but these have come on massively, and, like, without like fucking blown smoke up my own ass. I've done a lot of coaching with them, so I feel like I've managed to level them up as well, and done a lot of work with the lads coaching whilst I've been off, which has kept my mind in it, and it's levelled everyone else up for when I've come back, which is better for me because I'm getting better work off them.
Does it feel good seeing all that pay off and seeing them do so well in the cage and then training with you?
Yeah, it's boss. That's what kept me going as well, seeing all the lads and helping them. Without that, I would have become so far removed from the sport, but that's kept me involved, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's talk about some enemies. Let's talk about some adversaries. Your next opponent, John Bryan.
John Bryan.
He has the same finish rate as you. He's also finished every fight that he's been in.
Has he, yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel this fight plays out stylistically? Do you think this is a fight that ends early and there's no question about it, or...?
I just feel like I'm a better puncher than most people in MMA. Like, I feel I've got it down. I've spent years like looking into it, and like again, I coach a lot, and I just feel like I understand. Like I'm naturally not like a dead powerful person. Like I'm not explosive. Or you see some of these people like, and you watch them jump and sprint, and you're like, they're explode. I'm not like that, but I just know how to punch properly, and I just think in little gloves, especially when I'm not like depleting myself. That's another thing with fighting at 66. Like, I look like a smackhead by the time I'm fighting. Like, I don't look like I could knock anyone out. Whereas at 70, I might be smaller, but I feel good in myself. Yeah. And if I hit you at 70 kg in little gloves, like...
A little bit more dense as well.
Yeah, no, I am, and I know I can hit anyone. So I do think I'm going to knock this kid out early. But if he doesn't, I'll just get to show more of my game. So, but yeah, he is probably going to get knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a win-win regardless. If you finish him early, it's like statement made.
Yeah.
If you go the distance, it's a case of, well, he's managed to get the cage time.
Yeah.
So that eliminates the idea of ring rust going forward.
Yeah.
Do you believe ring rust is a thing?
It is if you make it. Like if you go out there and fight shit, it is, isn't it? But if you go out there and don't let it affect your performance, then
it doesn't exist.
It's not.
Right, yeah, so it's all about perspective, I suppose. But either way, worst case scenario, you don't win, which is completely out of your mind, I know. It's definitely out of the minds of the people who train with you. Do you still feel like that is a goal accomplished? You still feel that that is a moral victory of sorts to be able to get in there regardless? No. That's the answer I was looking for. I didn't want you to be like, yeah, that would be great. Yeah. So you can tell he's switched on.
No, there's no way in this world that is happening. I've not been through everything I've been through to let this kid come and take it away from me. There's no way.
That is a perfect answer, man. I was praying for that one. So. Okay, panic over. We're good. So you can tell he's in good spirits, but even the atmosphere for the fight's totally different. Mm-hmm. We were speaking off camera, there's a lot more tickets sold for this one. Even when, you used to fight in Liverpool quite a lot. Yeah. And you've also been around at other shows at UKFC. You've been to the Netherlands. This one's local. Yeah. There's a good few cameras. There's 3 in here to be specific. You've had some other people come in and do some things with you. Do you still feel that you can be yourself? Do you still feel like it's natural that all these cameras are here? Do you feel like that you can still just crack on? Yeah. It's a totally different atmosphere, isn't it? Because before it was like, sure, you're still a big deal when you were fighting like full time and you were going for it. But now it seems like a totally different setting. It's like, well, Leon McCracken's back. He's the main event. So how do you feel about that sort of added pressure, if there is any? Yeah,
well, again, like you can look at the good in anything, and obviously what happened to me is terrible, but it's brought a lot of eyes to me. So it's my job to take that and run with it, and that's what I'm going to do. That's why I'm trying to make a big effort about promoting myself. Like, that matters probably more so these days than your fighting ability. Like, some people are only really good at the promoting thing and they get big opportunities. I know I can do both, so I want to promote myself, use the extra eyes that are on me because of what happened, and take it and run with it. Like, that's what I want to do. Got to make the most out of a bad situation. Yeah, of course. And I feel you have to play to the crowd a little bit as well, because we're now in a generation where these kids are being raised on TikTok. Yeah. They're being raised on the Instagram reels. The attention span's lighter, so it's like when they see something like this, the shock value is different, isn't it? So I think it was inevitable, really. Yeah, no, definitely. Word association. Okay. I just say a fighter, I say a thing, I say a subject. You just give me the first word that comes to mind. You ready? Okay. That's anyone, yeah. Right. Okay. No, hey, for the majority. I need to cut some of these. Right, okay, yeah. The majority of them are softball, though, so you should be okay. I mean, the first one, kind of easy. Dean Garnett. Animal. Watch that fight with Lewis from Grillo, and I say this all the time: the greatest combat sports fight in history. Yeah, Animal. That was Dean's a beast. I've learned a lot from Dean. Like, even just outside the fighting, he teaches me a lot. Yeah. Marlon Jones. Day one. Yeah. We'll give him two. Since we were babies. Yeah, 2 words, sorry, but yeah. Tom Hardy. Future. Or apprentice. Nice. Tom's been my little prodigy, little prospect since he was a baby.
I have seen the before and after photos with the belts and stuff. Yeah, it's nice.
I used
Good
to teach
see.
him all the time when he was a kid. I've done privates with him since he was literally little, so yeah, he's my apprentice.
Coaches.
As in all my coaches.
Yeah.
High level. Keep going for 2 words.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Aspire.
Home.
Liverpool.
I'd say home, but I'm from just outside Liverpool, so I don't think I can claim that.
Right, okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Liverpool. Great place.
Family.
Everything.
Your opponent, John Bryan.
Poor lad.
Two again. Sorry, John.
Yeah.
The UFC.
Coming soon. This is a 2-word game, this, but yeah, coming soon.
We're really good at the 2-word association, aren't we? We're good at this. We've got this now down to a T.
But definitely coming soon.
Your reason to fight.
Love, passion. That's what I'm doing it because I love to do it.
Liam McCracken.
Say animal, but I've used that one for Dean, haven't I?
Yeah, we've got to elevate this a bit.
Yeah.
Trying to think of something really extravagant.
How you got anything for me?
Is it saying?
Yeah.
Just good, innit?
Yeah. Beast.
But look, thank you very much for your time. I feel like we should do a little outro of some sorts. Is there any? This is an opportunity for you to shout some people out, sponsors, members of the family, coaches, etc., teammates. So, floor's yours.
Obviously, I don't want to always forget someone if I start saying people in particular, but like I have got so many people to thank in me getting back fighting. And again, I've said this before, but even the people when I was in hospital that just sent me a message, you don't realise how much like strength that was giving me at the time when you got people texting you saying like you're inspiring them and things like that. It was literally making me want to get up and fucking do it. Like without that, I would have sat round on my arse a lot more feeling sorry for myself. But when you're getting told all this from other people and you got that many people wishing you well, and like so every single person, even if it was a little thing, just a message, like don't realise how far that went for me at the time. So yeah, I want to do everyone proud when I come back on the 13th of September, and then my team, family, anyone who was there around my hospital bed, just all know who you are. Like obviously I'm forever grateful to all of them. Yeah.
Kingdom Combat, 13th of September. Do not miss it. This is one of the greatest comebacks in sports history, regardless of mixed martial arts, regardless of boxing, of kickboxing, of fighting in general. This is huge. Do not miss it. At the Box Park. I should be the promoter, shouldn't I, really?
Yeah, you should do.
So Liam McCracken, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you,
I really
mate. Appreciate
appreciate it.
it.
Pleasure. Best of luck.
Nice one.